Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Travel Tech. So Nexdigitron has finally updated its ACE lineup, and now there's a new camera called as the Nexdigitron ACE 2. Now this gets a quad HD resolution, it has a built-in GPS logger, it has a display, it has voice control, it gets a super capacitor and also parking mode. Not to mention it also gets all the optional accessories which you can buy later, such as the CPL filter, the OBD2 hardware kit, or even the regular hardware kit. This dashcam also gets a driver fatigue alert system, which is unheard of in this budget segment. So do all of these features make the Nexdigitron ACE 2 a worthy buy, and is this the value for money king which you are looking for under the price bracket of 5,000? Well, here's the everything you need to know video about the Nexdigitron ACE 2. I'll cover its unboxing, its detailed video quality review, number plate readability, in-app settings, along with the voice control options this dashcam gives you. So by the time you finish watching this video, you will have the complete idea and knowledge which is necessary for you to decide if this is the right dashcam for you. You're watching Travel Tech. Let's get started. Alright, so I have both the variants of the Nexdigitron ACE 2 in my hand. So one is a GPS variant and the another is a non-GPS variant, and the way to identify or recognize this is that there is a specific GPS logo right on top of the GPS box. On the non-GPS variant, you don't find a GPS branding right there. So as soon as you open up the box, you get this user guide card which gives you most of the details which you need to know in order to understand the dashcam better. They've given some really important instructions, and this says the dashcam has loop recording function and records in multiple video files of 1, 2 or 3 minutes. Voice control feature works with fixed voice commands in a noise-free environment, and the accepted voice commands are take picture, lock the video, turn on Wi-Fi, turn off Wi-Fi. So basically 4 different voice commands are supported by this camera, and GPS logger will work only when dashcam is outdoors and placed under open sky. So this is also a very important point. Latitude and longitude data will not be shown when car is in basement or testing indoors. Specifically, this applies for the GPS model only. Also, another important point is that the ACE 2 dashcam now supports class 10 memory cards, preferably Samsung and Strontium. Along with these instructions, they have provided a QR code which you can scan to view some of the user guides. Also, they have provided the username and password in order to access the dash camera, and the pictures of all the optional accessories which you get with this dash cam. You get a CPL filter, you get a OBD2 parking kit, and a regular fuse tab based hardware kit. I don't even need to go into specifications later on video because I can show you it right here. The model is ACE 2 and the hardware is a 4 megapixel sensor, Novatech dual core processor. The Wi-Fi is a built-in 2.4 GHz Realtek Wi-Fi module. The resolution is native 2K 1440p resolution. The lens has a field of view of 140 degree f1.8 aperture and a 6 glass lens with IR filter. The G sensor is a built-in 3-axis gyro with auto emergency video lock. The micro SD card support is a maximum of 256 GB along with loop recording. So let's move on. So here you find a warranty card for the dashcam as well. Let's keep this aside. Then taking a look at the accessories. First of all, you get this 12-volt car charger, and the good thing is that it comes with 2 dedicated USB ports. So this is a Nexdigitron branded car charger. Let's keep it here. Then as another spare accessories, you get a 3M tape, basically an extra tape, just in case you have to remove the dashcam to another place. You also get a wiring tool and a wiring installation crowbar. Let's keep that here. Following that, you have a Type-C USB power cable. So this is same in both GPS and non-GPS variant, because the GPS logger now comes built in within the dashcam, so there is no external GPS logger attached to the power cable as in the previous ACE Plus model. So here's the Nexdigitron ACE 2. So it's a pretty nice design, I must say, and the main selling point, the main highlight of this dashcam is that it gets about 1 inch, that is I think 0.96 inch display at the back. So probably this is the only camera under the 5,000 bracket which gets a display and a GPS built in. That's really cool now, isn't it? Talk about getting a value for money dashcam. So there are a few things which you need to know about this dash cam. The first of all is that the mount is detachable. So just slide it in and you can remove the mount easily. So this means you can easily detach the camera from the windshield of your car just by sliding your hand on top of it. And if you want to place back the camera, there you go, the mount is now clipped on the dash cam and it's holding it pretty firmly. So the next thing which you need to know is that the lens is rotatable about 90 degrees. So this should help you in aligning the lens to a proper angle when you mount it on your windshield. So on one side you have this type C USB port and a micro SD card slot. On the back this is the display. On the bottom you have a dedicated Wi-Fi button, you have a reset slot, you have a mic and a speaker. This Wi-Fi button is basically a multi-function button, which means if you press it once you can turn on or turn off the Wi-Fi. If you press it twice, which is double press, you can turn on or turn off the mic. Press and hold for 3 seconds, it will probably lock the video, and press and hold it for 8 seconds, that's going to format the memory card. So a multifunctional single button is given. So a very simple yet elegant design of the Nexdigitron A2, but a lot of value for money features are now built into this. So considering the price point this is selling at, the looks, the form factor and the value for money features such as a super cool display and the built-in GPS is a big thumbs up from my side. So let's move on and take an even deeper look at the ACE 2 dash cam. So starting with the daytime video quality of the ACE 2. So first of all, do note that this has a 2560 into 1440p resolution at a pure 30 frames per second. It has about 12,700 kbps of bitrate and a 93 MB per minute of file size. So overall footage does look pretty decent. I mean, this is a 1440p camera and this is what's expected from it. The contrast, saturation and the brightness levels do seem to be well calibrated, and overall as a evidence-based video and for the primary purpose of using a dash camera for the basis of evidence, this camera does its job pretty well. For the price of 5,000, I am really happy with the kind of footage, especially the daytime footage, the ACE 2 is providing for you. Do note that it will get even better if you add a CPL filter. Moving on to the night footage of this camera, again what I just said previously, as a evidence-based footage and the primary purpose of having a dash camera to collect evidence, the video quality is sufficient to fulfill that specific purpose. The video doesn't seem to have a too warm tone or a cool tone. It sort of looks pretty balanced, and as a overall night footage, this too is looking pretty good and pretty usable, and considering the price that this camera comes under in, this is a more than good enough footage which you're getting for that particular price point. So in terms of overall video footage quality in both daytime and nighttime conditions, I'm pretty happy with the quality this dash cam provides, and this should be enough for a normal user or a general user for day-to-day usage. Moving on to the license plate readability during daytime. So as you can see, this is a snapshot wherein a car in front is about a distance of 25 feet away, and if we see the kind of quality this 1440p camera provides in terms of readability, a pretty good read. Now as I just saw in the previous snapshot, the vehicle was pretty far away, and considering this is a budget dash cam with only a quad HD 1440p resolution, you are able to make out the entire number plate. Now overall in this specific snapshot, it sort of gives a painted appearance, but you also need to remember this is a budget dash cam, and getting a good number plate read at a distance of 20 to 25 feet is really something to consider, because 1080p full HD cameras might not work so well at such high distances. Moving on to the nighttime number plate readability. Now in this example, the vehicle is about a distance of 20 feet away from my car, and if I zoom in onto its number plate, now this may seem a bit more blurry when compared to the daytime zoomed in image which I showed you, but again the same factor applies. This is a budget cam, and at a distance of 20 feet you are able to read the entire number plate without any difficulty. That's the important thing. So this particular read is definitely better than the 1080p full HD cameras under the budget range. But also one point to note is that this camera doesn't come with a Sony StarVis 2 sensor. So getting this clear image of a number plate will only be possible when the number plates are not under the direct glare of your headlights. But if they do turn out to be within them, this might be a bit tricky for this camera as well. So first of all, let's take a look at what are the in-app settings for the ACE 2 dashcam. So currently this is the GPS model, and as you can see, it gives out a specific GPS signal indicator right here on top. You get the current speed, the current altitude, total altitude, and the accelerated speed. I mean, all GPS data is displayed right on the app, and also along with that, you get a map view as well. So you can load offline maps to show your exact location in relation to the map. You can also download this map data later on. So currently, since the mobile is not connected to the internet, it's not downloading the map, but once you have downloaded it, you can view your location on the map as well. So let's move on and head into the settings of this dash cam. So as soon as you head into the settings, the recording of the dash camera will stop. So on top you have the first option, that is sound recording, which you can enable or disable, basically the mic. So you can increase or decrease the speaker volume. Then you have the video resolution. If you click on that, you have a 1440p and a 1080p resolution options, 2560 into 1440 and 1080p, that is 1920 into 1080. Both options are given. Then you have loop recording duration. You can select the length of the videos you want the dashcam to record, from a minimum of 1 minute up to 3 minutes as well. So let it be at 1 minute for now. Following that, you have the timestamp option, which means the time will be displayed on the recorded video. The logo watermark, that is the Nexdigitron logo, will appear on the video. Then you have the speed watermark, which is basically the current speed of the car being displayed on the video, and the longitude and latitude watermark. So this you can enable or disable if you want it or not. Following that, you have the advanced settings, wherein you have the collision sensing. So when the dashcam is in recording mode, it will automatically lock the current video when an impact is detected. So you can adjust the sensitivity of the collision sensor or the G sensor. You can also turn it off completely if you don't want it to record any emergency videos, or you can set it based on your requirement. The next option is a quite important option, and I haven't seen this in any budget dashcams. That is a driving fatigue alert, and if you click on that, you will get a timely notification after either 1 hour or 2 hours or 4 hours to take rest and to make sure that you're alright and you're not fatigued due to excessive driving. So you can set this reminder based on your requirement from a minimum of 1 to up to 4 hours. Following that, you have the screen options, again a unique feature for a budget dashcam. If we click on that, you can select the screen to be always on, or you can select it to turn off after 1 minute of usage. Basically, after the dashcam turns on for 1 minute, the screen will turn off. You can also let it be always on if you like that. Then you have the voice control options. You can enable or disable based on your requirement. So following that, you have the time zone setting. You can select the time zone based on your geographical location. Here they have given the voice command list. If you click on that, as you can see, they have specified the 4 different voice commands this dashcam supports. So make sure you say these voice commands legibly and in a quiet environment so that the dashcam recognizes that. So then you have the parking monitoring mode and the parking mode video duration. In the parking monitoring mode, you have 3 options: the event mode, the time-lapse mode, and the normal mode, or else you can also turn it off completely. In the parking mode duration, you can select the amount of duration you want the parking mode to run on the dashcam. Finally, you have the Wi-Fi name and the Wi-Fi password. Then you have the firmware version, the format SD card option, and finally the reset option. So these are all the options or the in-app settings present for the ACE 2 dashcam. Let's take a look at some of the voice commands. Lock the video.
Recording emergency video.
So as you're seeing right now, when the dashcam records emergency videos, the blinking light turns yellow rather than the normal red color recording logo. So this indicates that the dashcam is now recording an emergency video file. Turn off Wi-Fi. So as you just saw, the Wi-Fi logo now became barred. So this means that the Wi-Fi has actively disconnected based on my voice control. Now let's turn it back on again. Turn on Wi-Fi. There you go, the Wi-Fi logo is now back on the screen. So this indicates that the Wi-Fi is now currently activated and now responded to my voice control. So these are some of the voice commands which you can use in order to control the dashcam and its various features. So based on the kind of features this dashcam provides under the price bracket of 5,000, this is definitely unheard of, and Nexdigitron ACE 2 is a real pioneer in this aspect. Getting a voice control, getting a driver fatigue alert system, getting a mini display, getting a 1440p resolution. I mean, all these features are really simply cool. So if you are someone who wants to have a good overall package under the price bracket of 5,000, this is definitely the dash cam which you should go for. And if you are interested in purchasing this dash cam, the link to purchase it is provided in the description below. Just head down into the description, click on the link and get the Nexdigitron ACE 2 dash cam for yourself. Also, if you want to win some really cool dash cams for yourself, I'll be conducting many more giveaway contests in the future. So you need to make sure that you're following my channel by hitting that subscribe button and also liking my videos. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. So if you have any doubts or queries regarding this dash cam, you can always write that down in the comments and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Also guys, don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page and the Instagram page. The links to those pages are given in the description below. So I hope this video has helped you in giving you a complete insight into the ACE 2 dash cam. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.